Have you ever imagined a hero whose greatest ability came not from a magic ring or an experimental serum, but from a mind fractured into pieces? The shocking truth behind Badger's power to talk to animals is far darker and more fascinating than any spell or technology, revealing that sometimes, to understand the beasts, you must have one inside you. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated. Comment what content you want to see on the channel, share this video to help us grow, and leave your hype. This helps us a lot. The unique ability of the crime fighter known as Badger to communicate with the animal kingdom is not a superpower in the conventional sense, but rather a direct manifestation of his complex and severe psychological condition. First introduced in comics in the year 1983, Norbert Sykes, the man behind the mask, is an individual who suffers from dissociative identity disorder, a consequence of terrible abuse suffered during his childhood at the hands of his stepfather. This fracture in his psyche gave rise to multiple distinct personalities, each with its own memories, mannerisms, and functions. Among them are Emily, a 9-year-old girl, Pierre, a French poet, and the most dominant for our analysis, Badger himself, an incredibly violent martial arts master and vigilante with a binary worldview, divided between innocents and aggressors. It is the Badger persona that possesses the connection with animals. However, this communication does not occur through telepathy or a verbalized dialogue. The protagonist does not hear animals speaking in complete sentences. Instead, he operates on a primal and instinctive level, interpreting the grunts, squeaks, postures, and behaviors of animals through the filter of his own wild and protective mentality. For the hero, animals are the personification of pure innocence, beings incapable of the malice he fights in humans. His ability is, in fact, a form of radical empathy, an attunement so deep with animal instinct that he can decipher their intentions and needs as if they were a clear language. He is not chatting with a squirrel about the weather, he is understanding the squirrel's fear in the face of a predator or its frantic search for food. This interaction is masterfully exemplified in his relationship with Ham, a real badger who becomes his constant companion. Norbert does not treat Ham as a simple pet. To him, Ham is a shaman, an oracle, a weather wizard. The vigilante interprets the small mammal's natural and random behaviors, like rolling in the dirt or sniffing the wind, as complex meteorological forecasts or profound philosophical advice. This dynamic exposes the nature of his power, a projection of his own mind in search of order and meaning in chaos, finding in the patterns of nature the answers he cannot find in human society. The ambiguity is intentional on the part of creator Mike Baron. For readers, the question remains whether the connection is real or just a vivid symptom of Sykes' mental condition. Throughout all of his appearances, from the publisher First Comics to his runs in Image and IDW, this fundamental characteristic has remained unchanged. The bond with animals defines Badger's moral code. He is the self-proclaimed champion of the defenseless, which justifies his brutality against those he perceives as predators. Communication with fauna is not a convenient tool, it is the foundation of his identity as a hero, the moral compass of a mind navigating an ocean of trauma. He understands animals not because he learned a secret language, but because, in his most fundamental state, a part of his soul operates on the same instinctive and wild frequency as theirs, a beast protecting other beasts in a concrete jungle. We want to know your opinion. What do you think of this psychological approach to a superpower? Do you believe Badger really understands animals, or is it all a projection of his mind? Leave your comment below. We would love to read and discuss your theories. If you enjoyed this deep analysis and want to see more content uncovering the secrets of your favorite characters, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Your interaction is what drives us to continue bringing the best content to you. Thanks!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards